Shepard Smith is live on the scene in Lower Manhattan with some of those late-breaking details. Good evening, Shep.
Martha, good evening. The New York State Governor Cuomo, the New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio announcing heightened security across our city and our state and heightened police presence at public events. Just west of us is the annual New York City Halloween Parade, expected to draw up to 1 million people to Greenwich Village and beyond as it goes straight up the center of our island. The governor, actually the mayor, announcing that parade will go on is scheduled and it's scheduled to begin right now. Between here and there on the walk from the subway tonight, we saw lots of little kids with their parents in hand dressed for Halloween going trick-or-treat, a sign that New York City carries on as the mayor and the governor insisted it would, with heightened police presence across a city that is no doubt shaken on subways tonight that were quieter than usual but just as crowded as ever, and the city on the move in the wake of this terror attack that happened 5 minutes past 3 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time this afternoon. It was Houston Street on the far west-hand side of the island, as far as you can go before you get to the Hudson River, on a bike path that's been there long before bikes were the way people got around in this city. It is maybe the most famous bike path that we know in our town. There are north and southbound lanes there. And at Houston Street, there's an entry from Houston, and it's at that spot that they believe this man, this Uzbeki immigrant, we believe, who came to the United States in the year 2010, settled in Tampa, but according to the reporting of the New York Daily News, lived somewhere in the New Jersey area more recently, though Fox News can't confirm that. He entered at 5 minutes past 3, according to authorities, went southbound on that bicycle pathway, and when he did so, began to hit pedestrians and bicyclists, one after another, moving southbound some 20 blocks. And along the way, according to witnesses who spoke with Fox News and others, traveled at some points up to 40 miles an hour. Again, those are witness reports. There are mangled bicycles along that bike path now, which sits just 10 feet off the West Side Highway, one of the busiest thoroughfares in all of this city that takes you to the bridges and tunnels that lead to New Jersey and beyond. When he finished, he was here at that iconic site that you mentioned, right at Chambers Street and West Street, in the shadows of the World Trade Center. It was here that he ran into that school bus, very near Stuyvesant High School, a famous high school that's very close to here. School had just been let out because of the time of day on a Halloween afternoon. He ran into a school bus, according to authorities. And after he did so, he jumped out of that vehicle. And that's when that video was taken of the man running around in the street in what is the West Side Highway, a major avenue. And in the middle of all of the traffic, swerving and weaving, and according to multiple witnesses and the New York City police, shouted Allahu Akbar. And it was then, quoting a New York City police officer who was on scene at the time, that the, quote, 6th precinct lit him up, unquote. He was shot, we don't know how many times, in the lower extremities, we're told. It's my understanding from sources there that he's still at Bellevue Hospital, listed officially in critical condition. Earlier, his condition was described to me as grave, but all involved now say they do believe that he will survive. Was he able to speak with authorities between the time when he was arrested and before he went into surgery? We do not yet know, but according to witnesses, he was coherent and able to speak at the time. As for the victims, 4 of them are from Stuyvesant High School. 2 said to be staff members, 2 said to be children. Remember, the high school letting out at that time of day. Suburbs all across America, people would line up and get onto buses. In Lower Manhattan, some do that. Most go off to subways and MTA buses, the regular city transit, to make their way home. So they were scattering about the school and headed home as they always would when this scene unfolded in front of them. One of those children said to be in critical. That child said to be at a Bellevue Medical Center, a level 1 trauma center in Lower Manhattan, east of us now, where they are under guarded care, we're told. The suspect in close police watch. As for the vehicle that he drove, we're now told that he rented that white pickup truck from a Home Depot in Passaic, New Jersey. Originally, we were reporting Jersey City, New Jersey, which is just the other side of Lower Manhattan. Passaic, New Jersey, about a 15-mile drive or 45 minutes in traffic from the spot where I'm standing in Lower Manhattan, very near the 9/11 memorial. And it's there that authorities are on scene right now trying to assess, is there video of him from that time? Was there anyone with him when he rented that vehicle? And then tracing the cameras, which are ubiquitous here, to see if there was anyone with him along the way. Martha, the investigation continues tonight, this Halloween night, as trick-or-treaters mix among those investigating.
Shepard, thank you very much. Shepard's been on this since 3 o'clock this afternoon when this first started to unfold.